I watched Laura Davies, who is an older member of the senior LPGA, one of the veterans and the pioneers of
Pioneer, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
First hole I don't know if you've ever seen the Pete Dye course at French Lick, but the first hole
not that one, no.
Elevated tee, 354-yard par 4, and she teed off with a 4-iron. And put it within a wedge of the green, middle of the fairway. I'm going, okay, I'm not playing this woman for money. I don't care how old she is.
Yes. And that's what we want to do also. We want to encourage the LPGA. I think there's some fantastic talent there. There is, I think that's one of the sports, tennis probably as well, that you can relate, that you can respect, that you can appreciate. The women's golfers, the women's tennis, and you actually enjoy it. You're like, wow. I mean, I can easily watch the LPGA on television, which I can't in other sports.
Neil has woken up early this morning and has put together a series of 6 questions. It's a little thing we do here on the show. We call a 6-pack.
Butterfly effect.
Oh, there you go. He's coming back with the butterflies and the moths and everything when we come back hang with us.
Hey, it's Neil, just back from vacation in the mountains with my family. We really enjoyed the time together and definitely the cooler temperatures. And of course, I brought along some Arnold Palmer Spiked. My adult kids hadn't tried Arnold Palmer Spiked yet, but they're fans now. I told them Arnold Palmer Spiked is the classic blend of iced tea and lemonade with 5% ABV, made with real juice and brewed teas for a smooth flavor that's as easygoing as the cool mountain air. Hey, what are your plans with Labor Day coming up? Wherever you go, I can tell you you'll enjoy it more with Arnold Palmer Spiked. For classic refreshment that reminds you of your great summer memories, nothing beats Arnold Palmer Spiked. It's the perfect balance of brewed teas and real juice, now with 5% ABV. Find Arnold Palmer Spiked in a store near you at arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach or search for it on Drizzly and Instacart. That's arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach. 2021 Hornell Brewing Company, Memphis, Tennessee. Malt beverage with natural flavor. Celebrate responsibly.
And we are back, and it is time for the 6-pack. And Mr. Neil, what's up?
Well, he just branded us. He just called us. He just called the 6-pack the butterfly effect. So the butterfly effect this week, also sponsored by Arnold Palmer Spiked. For a retailer near you, go to arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach. And if you haven't been drinking Arnold Palmer Spiked this whole summer, what you been doing? Because that's the stuff right there. That's good stuff. It's that perfect blend of iced tea and lemonade with 5% ABV. I'm not supposed to go this far into the commercial, but I like the stuff. So what am I going to do? All right, Augie, we got a 6-pack of questions for you. We're going to fire them off. We need the first thing that comes to mind. You ready for this?
I don't know. I'll tell you when it ends. Let's go.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Question number 1. Who is the golf legend that you've worked with that has been your favorite?
Oh, I've been so lucky to work with a lot. Oh, my God.
Got to pick one, my friend. And tell us why.
Can I pick 2?
Did I say you could pick 2?
No, you did not. But I'm Mexican, man. I don't listen. No, we don't need no stinking badges. Are you kidding me? I don't care.
Fine, pick 2.
Let me
change the question.
I worked with legends like Jack Nicklaus, like Gary Player, Robert Vaughan Hagee. I worked in Scotland with Ken Moody, a Scottish architect, restoring Moortown, the golf course that where in 1929 the Ryder Cup started, and one of the first Alistair Mackenzie tracks in the world. So how can I choose?
I believe the question was, who was your favorite? I think you're dodging the question so that you can continue to work with all of these people.
I can continue, yes. It has to be the great legend, Jack Nicklaus, because you grew up listening and watching him play 86 Masters. It's just ridiculous. And I was very lucky. He was my first boss And then when I opened Piza Golf, it came full circle, and now we were working together. So I've done 4 golf courses with the great legend and fantastic person, Jack Nicklaus. I would choose Mr. Jack.
So Gary Player and all of the other ones, Augie is not, he's not putting you in second place. He's just saying Jack because he was the first. There, I gave you the out.
He was the first.
There you go.
Thank you.
Question 2, living or dead, who would you like to have a beer and talk golf with?
Alistair McKenzie.
Nice. That didn't see that. There was no hesitation there.
No, that was.
There you go. That was an easy one for you. So let me give you a harder one. Question 3. What's the most embarrassing or difficult thing that happened to you in preparation of a course?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. No, I pass. No, what is
this pass thing? Did you give him a card or something? This is Monopoly and you get a get out of jail free card? You're supposed to. I asked the question. You answer the question. Give us a story of something that was like really difficult or embarrassing. John, have you talked to him beforehand where you think you can get away with that?
I didn't warn him about you. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
It was probably, we have to go with the difficult part. The difficult part is when I was really nervous with butterflies of everything, in my stomach. After 14, 15 years, getting to say hello to Jack again with my own company. That was kind of like, oh, whoa. It was all sorts of feelings, nervousness. I don't know, probably felt like going into the first tee on the Ryder Cup. I have no idea, but that was a challenge for me. That was difficult. It wasn't embarrassing. I was just, you're all pumped up. So I think I would go with that one.
Well done.
But you really made me think. You really made me think there, Neil. No, you really made me think.
That's the idea, Augie, to make you think and no prepared answers here. That's why we go for the 6-pack. All right. With that in mind, question 4. If you could build a course anywhere in the world with no thought to restrictions, where would it be?
Somewhere that it would help the economics of that place. I wouldn't, Bandon Dunes is Bandon Dunes. It's already set. St. Andrews is St. Andrews. Even though I would love the opportunity, I don't think that's the point. I would really like to help maybe a country that would really want to pursue golf tourism. So maybe a place, or it would be a place where we would think of the sustainability part in all 3 aspects. Obviously the ecological, but also the social and the economical for that place in particular.
Very nice. There was no, gosh, I would love to build a first course in the Antarctic, or you'd love to. There's not a physical location that just turns you on like that. It's all about the sustainability and everything else.
That's the number one thing, Neil. Yes, and of course now if you would like me to describe the area, yes, I would love it if it had a little bit of rolling hills, a little bit of a mountain, come down to the beach, to the ocean, sneak up into the arroyos or the rivers. That I would love. Yes, if I can give you different areas of topography, because what I like to do in our layouts is to create a very nice treasure map, or like I like to call it, a carousel of emotions. And in order to do that, in order to write that story, yes, I would like for the golf course to be an interconnector between these perfect, beautiful areas of the site.
Beautiful. Great answer. Question 5. Which of today's stars do you think would make a good golf course designer?
Oh, that's a good one. You really want to put me in the spot, huh? All right, put your seatbelt on. I would think anybody that really wants to study golf course architect. I think that golf course architecture, golf course design, is one of the most underestimated disciplines out there. If we can get a celebrity that really goes into the books, into diploma courses, or has a great sidekick, like some of them, some of the celebrity golfers do. I think that's the best combination. I can't throw out there a name unless it's completely commercial. Completely commercial, then I can throw 6 names. But if we want to create proper architecture, sustainability, like I said, the economic, the social, and the ecologic, you really have to hit the books. You really have to be born. People say, and I like to think of this, an architect or an artist is not made, he's born. So we would have to really chat with the candidate to know if he has a sensibility of, or if he at least knows the basics of there's an art and there's the art side and there's the science part.
I sort of felt like halfway through the question you were dodging me a little bit there, but I love the fact that you don't want somebody just for their signature, because it would be very easy to do a Tiger course, a Phil course, a this one or that one, because the name would bring people in and they'd be intrigued by it and stuff. But if they don't bring anything more than their name, then it doesn't really suit your needs. All right. Still didn't get a name, but okay.
Well, I don't know.
Question 6. We'll just move on from there. Question 6, and I ask this of everybody who comes on the show because we are the approach shot. Yes, we don't let people off the hook here. In your personal approach to life, what one rule do you, Augie, live by?
Honorability. Choose to be honorable in regards to being what you say. Accountability. What we do, we really believe in it. I've done plenty of golf courses where even if I have to put my own extra or money or whatever because of a thing that I saw and it wasn't fully taken into account in the budget, I would prefer to do it, because that what we just came up with is going to resonate for the coming projects. So I think having that approach into everything in life is what has worked for me. It has to be all around. I don't know if it's one word, but I guess honorability, accountability, and perseverance I would throw out there. Those would be my 3 words or to live by.
Those are great words to live by and a terrific approach to life. And Augie Piza, you are off the hot seat. Thank you. Thank you for playing.
You have just won a Pisa Chamblee mug.
For asking questions. Wow, John, sorry that you don't get one.
Caller number 9.
Augie, I said at the beginning of this, you're down the street from me. Don't be surprised if you get a knock on your door with me going, "Where's my mug?"
Let's do it. You got it.
Augie, some shameless self-promotion, man. What would you like people to know about you? Where would you like them to go to see your stuff and et cetera, et cetera?
Thank you, John. I'm very active in social media. So Instagram, I think it's the best one. I love Instagram. So Piza Golf, at Piza Golf, Piza Golf. And from there, you can see it, Twitter, Facebook, etc. They're all at Piza Golf. Instagram, I do a lot of the creative process, pictures, and some stories of who I am, what I do, etc. So if you're interested, I would love to see you and at Instagram.
Fantastic. Man, it has been a pleasure. You're such an interesting guy to talk to, man. You are at great length, and we did go at great length, and we're going to keep it because it's all gems we've been throwing out here. And again, Augustin Piza, we do appreciate you spending time with us here on the Approach Shot.
Hey, let's talk a little about daily fantasy sports here. See, I love to play, but I haven't had a lot of success, and it's been a little frustrating. Apparently, I'm not the only one, because 85% of the people who play lose. So when we started talking with Stat Hero about advertising here in the show, I asked what makes Stat Hero different. The answer made me a believer. See, Stat Hero shows you their lineups and dares you to beat them. It's you versus the house in a head-to-head fantasy matchup. Winner take all. No one else does that. Since I signed up back in late May, I've won about as much as I've lost, which is only because there are 3 Dodgers hitters that always seem to screw up my stats. Seriously, this is the most fun I've ever had playing DFS. So come on and join me. Go to StatHero.